We've made it. We're here to Bobby Mackey's.
Dark is better.
If anybody's here, touch one of the cat balls, please.
They're here.
They're right there.
Carl, how did you know that ghosts had entered your body?
My Lord's on my way! He's on my way! You bring him up!
It's like a woman and she's white. She's crawling.
Well, I just stood outside of you. Put along all the smoke. Or I'd done.
Is there a being here that will not let human souls leave? Yeah, I know you're here because I can see you.
Said your voice.
Welcome to Ourappalachiannightmare.
Okay guys, we've made it. We're here to Bobby Mackey's. It's surreal. Everything happened so fast. We got a pretty busy road. I didn't realize that it wasn't in like the middle of nowhere. But we are here. We're waiting on our guide. We want to come get some B-roll. So I already seen 2 shadow people and there's somebody staring at us from the window. So it's gonna be an interesting night. Yeah, it's exciting. I don't know. We've had a pretty extensive day. I was at my client's house earlier and we got it cleared. Haven't done a lot of videoing like this because I'm just preparing and getting ready. But 9 o'clock almost, it's still bright, you know. But yeah, Bobby Mackey's is going to be demolished in about a month or less. The last available date. And guys, if you want to, well, by the time y'all see this, it'll probably be closed, but yeah, crazy.
All the way in. Oh no.
Be careful, we ain't signed that waiver yet.
One of y'all, wasn't it?
Can't get hurt before we sign the waiver.
Well, busy energy right away.
Ooh, got it.
I'll have a beer.
We'll go in the gift shop and you can sign your lives away.
Okay. All right, guys, so before we jump right into this video, I am going to do a little bit of history about Bobby Mackey's. This video is crazy. Prepare yourself. I did set it up to where we get right into the investigations almost off the bat, so stay tuned. And if you don't mind, please hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please do. Very much appreciated. And guys, stay tuned. This night gets completely wild. Welcome to Bobby Mackey's. Nestled in Wilder, right outside of Newport, Kentucky, Bobby Mackey's Music World is a popular honky-tonk bar and music venue with a much darker past than your average nightclub. Due to its extensive history and multiple businesses operating in the building or on the land, local lore paints it as one of America's most haunted nightclubs, rife with tales of murder, restless spirits, and even a portal to hell. Tonight, we have the privilege to investigate this infamously haunted building, and I get the chance to channel and connect with some of the spirits in hopes to uncover what's really lurking in this iconic location.
Country music singer Bobby Mackey bought himself his very own honky-tonk saloon. While preparing for the grand opening, his pregnant wife, Janet, had her first run-in with a ghost.
I was upstairs, and something grabbed me around the waist, and it was so much pressure and force that I could not get loose. So I was picked up and carried almost to the door to where you go down the stairs and dropped. I turned around, there was nothing there, but still the force was there, the pressure and everything.
Back in this corner is what we call a creepy corner. Just because people have said they feel nauseous back there, as well as getting scratched back in that by that little table. EMF is high in the building, or at least it's usually like, the base is usually about a yellow if you're using a K2. A lot of people see shadows back here. I shouldn't say a lot, but some people see shadows back in this area. And so when it was the Primrose and the Latin Quarter, this was the gambling room. And then over here behind us was the cash room. So you can see the little window where they go up to the window and exchange out their chips or their money.
All right, guys, so this is the infamous creepy corner. People have been scratched here. You can see the walls actually bowing out. This is more recent. The place has only been vacant, I believe, it said February 24th, but we have some very interesting artwork here. People have said to be scratched, and among other things, just in general, creepy. What I have felt here is I see people doing things in this corner, like things that are illicit. I also see somebody being like shoved in this corner. The impression that I'm getting here is like a guy was looking at a girl and two guys did not like that, and they shoved him up in the corner here. So there's tons of devices everywhere. I'm still getting that pain in my shoulder. It's like somebody's putting their thumb or their finger into my spine.
What the heck is that?
The light toss that to go off?
No. No, you got a good touch. That's about the fourth time. That's about the fourth time. But it won't do it on command.
Alright, y'all. This is the creepy corner. He's coming over here. I'm sitting in the creepy corner and he's going off and he's going off and I feel this energy.
Chasity literally just saw me and got him on
I am in the creepy corner.
Can you make that REM pod beep again?
Do it one more time. Thank you.
We appreciate that very much. Can you stop?
Can you stop it? You're not allowed to touch my body. Leave my heart alone.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
So maybe it's not the same entity.
So
The first one didn't have anything to do with us.
we're gonna get out an EVP later and check it out and see if we can have you tell us some things.
I'm just getting that feeling it's wanting to communicate with him.
I'll tell you what, do you want to touch that REM pod one more time? Could you touch it for us? Thank you.
That's awesome.
See that, ladies and gentlemen? That is what respect gets you. Alright, would you mind letting it go? I appreciate you for that. I am fully standing in the creepy corner and I am not being messed with.
Back in the creepy corner right this minute.
I have the perfect perspective for you guys if you were standing here.
V, I'm not gonna get close because I think that spirit doesn't want to talk to me, but he's definitely talking to you.
Well,
So I'm gonna keep my distance, but I really appreciate him touching that REM pod.
absolutely. Just for kicks and giggles so the people can see, would you mind touching it one more time for us, please? I had a feeling you didn't want to.
Maybe I'll back up.
The people out there really want to know, they really want to see. Anything you guys can do to show up or show off or anything you guys need, like let it happen. Give us, we're here for you, and we want you to tell your story.
See, now the mood's completely changed again.
Die. Anybody want to say anything to us?
You will die.
When?
Soon.
Let me know when.
It's coming right through.
Are you trying to scare me?
Hell yeah.
What do you want?
You.
What do you want me to do?
Go away.
You want me to sit in the corner? Ooh.
Does anybody want to leave this location? Are you stuck here? Because I've had somebody contact me. You know it's more freeing to be in the light? It is. You know I work in the realm of the light, right?
I got you.
We all have our day, but this is not my day to go. Hello.
Would you like to come forward and speak with us?
There's something standing over there watching us right now. It's dark too, it's darker. It's like a shadow person, but I almost see that thing I saw with the white eyes. I don't see it like there. It's
I wish I had my flashlight back.
my mind's eye. Well, you have night vision on your shirt. You know you're not allowed to come home with us, right? Couldn't tell what that said. Is there anything you would like to say? If anybody's here, touch one of the cat balls, please. I heard I'm free. I keep hearing I'm free. Are you going to be free once the new building is built? Hell. Do you need help? That was just a complete cutout. That was creepy. It was like,
is there a portal to hell here?
no. That was just the radio.
It's unknown.
Is it unknown? That almost feels like part of the entity here. Like it's unknown of the history. What really happened here? Okay, we're gonna cut this off for now. Thank you so much. I know you've had a lot of people come through here, and it's probably very annoying.
Amber.
Amber. Tell her? What do you want to tell Amber? Did Amber leave here one night and get in a wreck? I'm picking up somebody leaving here, driving intoxicated and getting in a wreck. Oop, heart skipped a beat. Alright, we're going to cut this off and we're going to move to the next area. Thank you for your time.
My next guest is the caretaker of Bobby's nightclub and has lived there for the past 13 years. Carl Lawson says he was living a nightmare. All the ghosts in the club had entered Carl's body and lived through him until Carl finally allowed Reverend Glenn Cole to perform an exorcism. I want you to take a look at this.
Yes, there's thousands of us here. I don't care. We were been here for almost 6,000 years. I'm telling you that you gotta leave tonight.
Oh, I saw two shadows looking through the door right where we're headed right now. But I'm the psychic medium, so I'll probably...
So behind me is what you were saying? Like when I was sitting there, you saw it behind me?
Well, when right before you got here, I looked in the window, and where we're headed, they were standing right here in front of the stage. Yeah, they were like standing like two, and it could have been in my mind's eye, like instead of with my eyes, but I saw them.
This is the monster room, not because there's monsters in it, but we used to have the monster drink sign.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is where Carl Lawson's exorcism happened.
Carl, how did you know that ghosts had entered your body?
Well, Jerry, especially the past few years, I never felt control of anything that I did. I had habits and mood swings that were just completely uncontrollable. It was just a nightmare. I knew something had to be done, or I would never have a normal life of my own.
My Lord's on my way! He's on my way! You bring him up!
We don't really get a lot. There are some groups that do.
Carl became very violent during the exorcism. Carl and I went in the back room, and I began to talk with him and began to pray. And then we went, the spirits began to arise, began to talk through him. And as they began to talk through him, I would talk back to them because they had taken over Carl's body completely.
Because I'm gonna bind you tonight. How are you gonna bind me? Because I have something inside of me that tells me I can. You understand me? And I'm gonna tell you what. There ain't a God ever come in this place again and try to run any of us off.
Alright guys, so we are in the bar area of Bobby Mackey's. We're not allowed to go behind the bar, but this is the bar area. And if you want to walk this way, got something interesting to show you. Alright, up here, and we are allowed to go, but the floor is a little bit wobbly. Alright, so this area here is where Carl Lawson had his deliverance. So this is what we reacted to. As I stand here, I feel like I'm being pushed into my spine, like something's pushing in. A lot of those types of pains here. It makes it very hard to concentrate to channel, but I did not know where it took place here at Bobby Mackey's, but evidently it was right here. As you get to the center, you see there is a, I believe, ghost music box. Yep. We got a music box there. Oh, look, there's a grid over there too. You can't probably see it with the light as much, but everything I feel completely behind us. Again, it's like that pressure, that weight that makes it very hard to channel. I feel overwhelmingly male presence here, but I do feel a female presence. It is definitely different than Henry River Mill. The energy is more, instead of isolated and separated, it's more chaotic. What are y'all doing next?
I think we're gonna go over here in this little corner area.
Okay.
We got some REM pods
I noticed
scattered
that.
out just to see what's up.
Well,
I'm gonna go over here and meet me over here. I'm just gonna hang out. I don't have nothing specific I'm gonna do.
There we go. You want me to read it, or I think we should color code it considering one's going off.
Get it?
Yes,
You got it?
I'm rolling the whole time.
Okay. I'm just trying to tap in.
Do your thing.
Guys, what I'm doing right now, oh, excuse me. What I'm doing right now is I'm just tapping in, and as soon as I start tapping in, the cat balls start going off. And there's a breeze right here. This one's not. Oh, it's so cold. Yeah, these are things you can't do on camera. And I put my hand in the left. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. There's something crawling up behind me on all fours. My stomach's starting to hurt. This is the place where Carl Lawson had his exorcism. aka what I consider a deliverance. Yeah, this ball shouldn't have went off that long. Thank you for doing that. But yeah, it's like it's like a woman and she's white and she's crawling. It's really strange. Y'all can see the cat balls go off before me. There's some equipment behind us here. Look, there it goes again. And it's cold right here. I come in love and peace and light. There's definitely a breeze. If you want help, can you please make that cat ball go off again? I feel like you like playing with these toys. Is that true? By the way, guys, I'm up on a wooden platform. The rest of this is cement, and there's nobody up here with me, and I'm only moving my arms, and it's over there. It's not so sturdy, but here it is, like barely moving. Like, look, like, you see, having a little cat ball activity over here.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And it got really cold. It was a cold breeze. Now I got the goosebumps. This cat ball was going off for me. Cold, cold, cold. It's on my arm now.
That's awesome.
I personally do not believe Carl Lawson is still here. I think an energy resonance is here of him. But when I think of Carl Lawson, he's in the light. He's at home. He's made peace.
Yeah.
And I hear like angels singing, like, yeah, he's made peace. If anybody behind me would like to validate that, that would be awesome. I heard of something over there in the corner. Guys, honestly, there's a lot of energy here, and we're so close to an inner city, it makes sense. Like up and down these roads, like right around the corner here, huge city. He just went down in the basement. That was the noise that we just heard if you picked it up on the camera. And it is very hard to nail down one specific energy because it's just so much from this bar, honestly. Is that the thing I was talking to last time?
This thing is really good a minute ago, a little while ago. Now I'm in the chair.
That's the, whoops.
Oh, my bad.
That's, step that way. That was him bumping his leg into the REM pod. No $400 REM pod damage today. Yeah, that was the thing that, well, not the box, but the spirits. That's what they cussed me out on last time in the last video.
Session.
Sorry, session, yeah, it corrected me. How about, let's set up the capital over here. One of our capitals. He's like, I said two.
What lie? You trying to tell us about a lie?
So they're talking about the light over here on this portal box. And what I haven't told them about the light is how the spirit contacted me and said they wanted the light prior. I just got touched on my arm. I swear, it's twitching. I got something to tell you guys.
What happened?
Just before I came, something contacted me, like psychically, and wants to leave. And I told them before I came, I could bring in the light if they really wanted to leave.
It said to the light 4 times, right?
That's what I come over here to tell y'all.
Wow.
Yeah, that was about 3 days ago.
That is amazing.
And I know, no cap, no joke.
Chasity just validated everything we were getting. Can you pull up your phone real quick so we can get that on video?
I'll tell you my story about the light.
Chasity here has just validated some evidence where we're just getting coming over our spirit box and portals.
No.
we got the phrase, the light coming through over and over again, a good 3 to 4 times. And Chasity, what did you tell me?
So about 3 days ago, I felt a spirit coming in, basically wanting to leave. And I said I could bring in the light if they wanted me to, so they could cross over. And y'all just got the light like 4 times.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
I think that's pretty good validation that something here is possibly even maybe intelligently responding to what's going on.
I think it is right now. No, we can't hear. I can't.
So over here we got the spirit box going. We got angel portal. And she said I effing don't believe.
Wow, you don't believe in the light.
Say
I'm about to go up there and put a dip in beside you, big boy.
There's somebody here. Turn around.
I'll see.
Be careful for that.
Alright, you got an audience, and that's what you want.
There's somebody that has a problem with me talking about the light. There's people that want to leave here. There's souls that want to leave here, correct? They want to. Fight. That sounded like Street Fighter. Fight.
Who we fight? Who's fighting? I ain't the fighting type of home skillet.
It's a bar fight. Dead again. Here we are.
So who was speaking so derogatory to us, dropping the F-bombs?
Somebody's got an ugly mouth.
That couldn't be Riley. That's too far away, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
10 foot to cut off limit. It won't read anything within 10 that exceeds over 10 feet.
Said your voice. Did you hear it?
What about my voice, home skillet?
Is there a being here that will not let human souls leave? Please give me an answer.
Fuck
you. Yeah, I know you're here because I can see you. Sorry to interrupt. I just have to add, if you notice when that thing cursed at me, it played a little instrumental sound, almost like the sound that I would insert in post-edit. It was mocking me, and I just wanted to say that. I found that very interesting. This is very intellectual responses. Presenting, yeah.
Oh, we got a crowd left.
Yeah, because
there's more than one.
There's a lot of people.
There's a whole bunch of people here right now.
So I think maybe we're bringing much needed energy to this place.
All these lights, they're loving.
They're having a fight right now in the spirit.
What?
Hey. We all have names. Do you know our name?
Demon. Oh, I know there was a dark entity here.
Are we supposed to be afraid?
Is somebody here waiting for Jesus to come back?
I'm about to turn on the Potter Spirit.
Ooh, that was ugly sound.
What?
Did you hear that?
What it's like?
Turn your good ear that way.
Get paid, motherfucker.
Is that what it sounded like?
Was there somebody hurt in the room of faces? I saw somebody hanging.
No.
couldn't make it out.
Shut up. Did you shut up?
I couldn't make it out. And then I started talking while I was talking.
Yeah, because somebody's trying to tell us something and they're not wanting them to, is what's happening.
Who owes me money?
I'm picking up on that, Chasity.
What the?
You heard me?
Sounds like the conversation that you may would hear when it was full of people.
Yeah.
So maybe you're not talking to us.
Oh, it's some of this is directly responding.
How do you like that?
What did you want to tell me?
Alright guys, there's a lot of vulgarness in this box again. I don't really feel much over here, but honestly guys, there's a lot of residual energy here. The residual energy is like caked up in the corners. It's insane. Yeah, we're going to go in the basement, and I'm going to take this in the basement with me, and I'm only going to have just a little light. I'm going to try to do it. Something running down my back. Oh, felt like a finger go down my back. I'm not joking. Wow. I just felt a finger go down my back. It felt like, no, it's in the middle of my back. It felt like my hair, but it wasn't. I'm trying to make that happen again. Like it was like under my shirt almost. It could have been my hair, but I don't think so. Like it, no, that's not my hair. It was too long. It was like right here.
Why do they choose to take over somebody's body? Why do they choose to be in that nightclub?
I believe that these people were killed in that particular area, so they would congregate around this nightclub because they're like people. They don't like to be alone, and they congregate in that particular place.
Hey guys, I just wanted to drop in and tell you we launched our official Bonfire merch store with our new cryptid series, which was designed by V. Check it out. Links in the description box. We have 4 designs to choose from and more to come. There are many colors, shapes, and sizes to choose from, and it ships directly to you. If you want to help support our travels and our channel, please check out the link in the description box below. And now back to the video.
Faces. It sounds scarier than it is. It's like the ink blot, things that psychiatrists use. Or when you look at clouds, your brain is programmed to see things in the clouds. This is not a dry basement by any means. Usually if it's rained, you can see moisture at the bottom of the wall, like over here. If there's any amount of water, it would collect right here. Zach tried to say there was a pentagram on the floor. It's a rust stain.
They tried to make it sound.
Bless his heart.
But also when it's getting hot outside and it's nice and cool in here, the walls will sweat. So with all that combined, it's just oxidized the walls and you see things in the wall, or figures in the wall. So people say that's Johanna. I say this is Grogu or Baby Yoda. There's his ears, his eyes. Some alien faces, raccoon, 2 eyes looking to the side there, the dead George Bush right there, Groot up there, and then Einstein beside George Bush. And then over there is the bunny rabbit.
That is Einstein.
Yeah, I totally seen Einstein too. Hair and all.
And then the bunny rabbit, the Pegasus, and the leopard. And then the skull with the shroud over it. And to me, it looks like the Dementor.
It looks more like a unicorn to me because it's got a horn.
And when it's wet, it looks totally different. So it's kind of... And then that looks like the lion's face.
That thing over that way?
That's wild.
And people see all kinds of different things, but those are the main ones.
You said this thing doesn't run anymore?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. What was that?
That was a car going
That was
by.
a car. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still hear the cars go by. There's
Damn,
muffled.
I got
It
excited.
almost sounded like a chair at first.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounded like something
Like a
scooted.
chair scooted across the
Yeah.
floor, but that was a car sound? Okay.
Okay, good to know.
I didn't hear it at first, but I heard it the second time.
And then if you're sitting in that chair, because I'm usually the one sitting right here, this blue one with the wood, it's wobbly, so. make sure.
Okay, good to know. So my big
That's
butt
why I
don't go on the
usually sit
floor.
in it so that people aren't going like this the whole time. Yeah. So like I said, I like to do stuff in here, especially if you're gonna do like the spirit box. Because if I do the spirit box upstairs, it drives me absolutely insane. Because you get a lot of interference up there.
Okay.
Whereas down here, you get a lot less.
Duly noted.
It's a concrete room, so that helps. And because we're close to Cincinnati and the radio station, so that helps. And like I said, this is just more of a controlled environment in here. I like to do stuff in here. There's toys because people think there's children in here. But
Somebody at some point got hurt in this room. I don't know when, but I haven't completely tuned into it. Because I haven't like totally opened up yet because I wanted to go through some of this first.
Well,
But
that's what I'd like to hear at the end.
yeah.
On the video I watched, when they were talking about the Latin quarters, even though I don't really know how truthful it was, must have been somebody who didn't know stink because you debunked everything I said a minute ago about it. But they said this used to be the room they would take somebody in who either didn't pay,
Mafia is what I was feeling kind of. And I saw somebody hanging like right here.
Like, because these walls were thicker than the ones upstairs. Like, these, I think they were like, they said like 3 foot thick or something.
Well, on my 2-hour tours, I tell people, like, because the Johanna story, I have some issues with that. And I'm like, the stairs, I'm like, maybe they brought people down those stairs and put them in the jail cell. Or maybe I've watched too many gangster movies that I'm imagining them cutting fingers off and stuff like that. But we don't know that for sure, but, you know.
That sounds more like Hannibal Lecter. You say cutting fingers
Well, I mean,
off
if they're caught cheating or stealing, then they're going to cut their hand or fingers off.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty appropriate way to handle it.
Exactly.
They
So they're
couldn't
the
hear him
mob.
scream.
That's what they're going to do.
That's what I heard.
What? He stole my chip. Let's take his pinky.
I'm seeing blue barrels in this room too. Oh no, they're not here. But there's just blue barrels.
All right. And if you sit in this room with no lights on, like any glow from your phones or anything like that, it is pitch black.
Amazing. I totally gotta do that.
Yep, I suggest doing it.
It's a little creepier back here for sure.
A lot of things done back here that wasn't supposed to be done.
Yeah. So I believe I feel leg pain too as we walk back this way. This is the room. I feel like when we come down here the first time, I feel like somebody was really hurt in this room. The first thing I saw was another, but almost like they're being pulled up by a rope and it's not them doing it. I also saw blue barrels, like, I don't know, more like plastic barrels, but they could have been metal too. Definitely harder to breathe down here right now, for sure. And let's go ahead and, well, I can't breathe. Okay.
So, she got a spirit box? Yeah. All right, well, we don't need ours on the, if we're gonna do it. All right, guys, so we're gonna try the Estes method down at the bottom. There's body.
Hey,
Chasity, there's V,
Brittany.
and Brittany,
And Ethan.
and Ethan. Everybody's been exploring tonight, doing their own thing, so we're down here. What do they call this room again?
The
The
room of
face.
faces.
Yeah, the room of faces.
The Room of Faces. And we got some pictures, and as you can see, you staring at this wall, you probably can visualize a lot of different stuff now. And I'm definitely seeing a lot of faces now.
yeah.
Okay, guys, this is Estes session. I'm forgot the blindfold upstairs. We just want to cover my eyes with my hands, or I'm just going to close my eyes. I've got the volume up. This is on. We're going to give it a shot. And if I get anything intuitively, I will let you know. But I do feel like there's something energy. I don't want to say it's a person, but there is something back here that's kind of weird. I will say that and preface this before it starts. So we've got basement several times on the portal or ghost box or whatever, spirit talker. So let's see what happens. And I'll let y'all know when I am all ready.
Alright.
Baby.
I can still hear you, but barely.
Okay.
So just ask the questions and I'll tell you what I say, or tell you what it says.
Okay. Is anyone here right now with us?
Yes.
Why did you want us to come to the basement? Are you here?
Full. Me. I.
Tell me,
Let's roll.
what's your name?
Got a good question.
Darwin.
Bring it.
In the name of God.
That's amazing.
Do you love Jesus?
Sing.
Sing what?
Sing praises.
Can you tell me who was reaching out to me in those visions?
Why did you want us to come to the basement?
For.
For what?
Are you happy?
They say this place
It's like yes or her. Home.
Is this your home?
This is her home. Yeah. This is probably Johanna.
They say this place
The sky.
They say this place is about to be torn down. How do you feel about that? Are you finally going to be free?
Are you sad?
One.
How old are you?
Both I and Riley saw visions of people with black eyes prior to going to Bobby Mackey's. So I found this very interesting that it came through the Seer app.
Do you want to leave this place? What happened to you?
Was a sentence, but I could not understand it. It was very broken.
Who are you?
What's your name?
Beautiful.
What's beautiful? Did you make some of these faces?
How old
Sound
are
like
you?
it said the devil.
I'll be down.
My left shoulder is starting to burn.
Does anyone believe in God here?
Me. Me.
Is God real?
How many spirits are here now?
All right, I'm going to end it because It's incredibly hard because I can about hear everything you're saying, so they're so close, but at the same time, it's so low. No, I'm gonna let them have their time because they've.
Doug, whenever she said the devil and that thing lit up very light, I'm right here.
It also did it when you said in the name of God.
Yeah.
Too.
That kind of caught me off guard.
Somebody take this. I gotta run outside.
You okay?
Yeah, I gotta test myself
Here, you
too.
want this?
Check out.
Do you want the light to see?
I've got a flashlight.
Okay.
I need to get out of
Okay.
This thing's really
Yeah.
loud.
You can
We'll
go
check on
in.
him.
Yeah.
I'll start whenever you get turned on. Oh, you got the headphones on.
Through the door.
Did Ethan just go through the door?
Is that what you're referring to? Ethan walking out of the room? Are you talking about Ethan just left the room?
Get lost.
We will be soon. Are you ready for us to leave?
Interact with us and we will be leaving. If not, we might have to come back.
So,
What'd he say?
Sucks.
it's time to go.
Well, give us a reason to go. Show us something.
You got it. Like that.
Stop.
What do I need to stop?
You're silly.
Been told that.
Are you happy here in the earth realm?
Stop.
Okay. If you want to go home, you can. You can go to the light.
Stop.
It's your choice. Is there a collector here?
Full basement.
A full basement of spirits?
You're safe.
Always safe here.
You're safe.
Okay.
Is there anything dark in this basement?
Is there anything dark in this?
Outside.
It's outside.
Is there anything you want to tell us? Because now is definitely the
My
time.
head.
What about it? Did you hurt your head?
You know you don't have to stay in the in-between, right?
Someone's watching.
I know.
Who's watching this?
I heard a disembodied voice go.
They're here laughing.
I heard a disembodied voice go.
They're here laughing.
That could be what you heard.
Inside laughing.
Yeah,
Can
we
you
heard
show
them.
me?
Can you tell them to come out here and speak to us in person, face to face? Can you tell them to show themselves to us?
She made me do it.
What did you do?
2.
Did you take 2 lives?
That was a good question.
What did she make you do?
6.
2, 6. What?
2 of us walked out and said,
Shut up.
You don't like me either, do you?
Tell us the truth.
Stop.
What are you gonna do if we don't?
I'm so sorry that slipped off.
You legitimately,
He just pooped himself.
no, actually, I didn't have no movements, but, definitely activated my flight or fight.
Are the girls still here? I hear girls laughing and getting...
The end.
The end. I see them getting ready.
The end of what?
Is there eternal life? I am feeling a pain in my head right here.
They made me.
You don't have to stay here.
I did it.
You don't have to feel guilty. You
Leave.
can go.
They.
Do you want to leave?
They. Look at that meter.
It's time.
Total.
I've seen it.
We are going to leave very soon, and we don't mean to bother you, but you don't have to stay here.
We just came to communicate with you. We wanted.
They're here.
We've talked to them for a while tonight.
You see that?
Do you prefer?
Dark is better.
I know.
You're welcome.
You come closer in the dark, don't you?
That thing answered the question I was about to ask before I even asked it. I was about to ask, do you like being in the dark? Oh, and that did too.
It's your turn.
For what?
Feel it?
I feel the tingles, yes. You're on the floor.
One time.
Oh my gosh, I just got chills like crazy, bro.
You're on the floor crawling, aren't you?
That thing picked him up to right here if he's on the floor.
You want to touch that thing in the floor again?
They're here.
They're right there. Because I feel them and they're down low. They're crouched down low.
Tell them not to be shy and come in here and talk.
One of them just stood right beside of you.
We want all the smoke. Or I do.
Seen 2 orbs.
2 orbs. 2 orbs.
Seen 2 orbs.
2 orbs. 2 orbs.
Dang it, boy.
We can do better than
It's-
that.
Something growling.
Yeah.
I heard that with my own ears.
Oh my God.
You're not allowed to touch anybody in this building. We are all protected by the light. Do you see my guardians? It's a descended human spirit.
In the name of Yeshua, reveal yourself.
That's a lot of chatter here, buddy.
Oh, I could tell.
Kind of like the box upstairs.
Yeah.
What is they're here? I got that 3 or 4 times.
It's hard to say at this point. Turn that light back on, baby, so we can get there.
Dad, whenever you started saying they're here, Chasity started picking up stuff in the hallway right here.
Yeah, they're crouched down, and they scatter when the light goes.
Oh wow. Oh,
That flux light, that thing is paid off tonight.
That's the good thing, though. You can't hear a darn thing. It's so loud.
Yeah. Yeah, when the
That was
dark.
a nasty growl. It was like,
No, it was pretty intense, to be 100% when you roll it back. I'm gonna go ahead and
Did
stop
any of it
this.
make any sense?
Oh, a lot of it. Every bit of it. Way more than my session did.
The thing that got me is one of the things that happened was it said something about head 2 and then like full basement and then 6.
Because
and
sometime
stuff.
they said they made me do it. This was
So-
clear as a bell. They made me do it.
It was giving out the numbers.
I guarantee.
Us 2 had
I got
just
chills.
came back
Good
in
Lord.
because Ethan was having the experience, and we waited until it left him out there before we came back in.
Smart.
And
Did the
when
right thing.
we came back in, it said how it was full basement again, and then gave the number 6, and that's how many of us are in here.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting here like, it's watching us.
That's crazy.
Can I take
You
it?
need to leave again?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I feel fine, which is weird.
It's a good thing.
I'm done. I've had enough.
What, you keep that off?
Yes, sir. My pockets are full. What time is it? Oh,
It's pretty
14.
dark. When it gets dark down here, it's dark. But we're gonna come back down here and do the rest of our investigation. I don't have much left because it is getting dark. They're getting tired of us.
Yeah.
They really are.
I kept saying basement up there. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
It got pretty intense there at the end, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was getting more, it was getting quicker. I don't like when it starts speeding up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was working me. You know, starting to work.
Then when the lights went off, they started working it a lot more.
Bobby Mackey's is just like such mystery behind the basement. The basement holds this more negative impression of something that happened there. And we truly don't know what's exactly going on, but there's something really weird. Upstairs, you know, it's happening, it's positive vibes, but downstairs it's more of like this negative kind of feeling that you get when you walk into that area. It's dreadful.
Yeah.
And last time I went there, I had kind of these feelings that followed me after. And it was like this dark cloud over my head that just was like an energy that followed me home. And I swear I would never go back, but I had to face my fears. So that's the main reason why I went back, because I felt there were so many more layers to uncover.
These last 4 doors on the right were the dressing rooms for the entertainers during the Primrose and the Latin Quarter.
I'm so sorry.
This is supposedly Johanna's. That's why there's flowers and stuff on the table. You might get stuff in the dressing room, the first 2 dressing rooms, may not. I always suggest sitting down in this area in the dark and then looking towards the door that goes outside. And you can see the light that comes in from around the door. Now, you will see it if you're down here, but you will also see it if you're in the well room and looking out the window. You may see 2 parallel lights go across. Those are headlights. Trust me, they are. I've had people argue with me and I've gotten in my car at 2 in the morning and gone down the street, turn around, hit my high beams. I'm like, well, let's just see. Let's prove it or disprove it, you know. And the guy's like, well, these are more white. I'm like, I don't have LED lights, so.
Bless them.
But when it gets dark outside, you may see that come through around the door. It's not every vehicle though. So I think it's bigger vehicles that have, sit up higher and have their brights on maybe. So it's not every single one. You may hear critters, you never know. Hopefully they're outside, not inside.
We're critter friendly people.
I just don't like when they mess with the evidence.
I'm having deja vu.
We were somewhere and we sat in this cafeteria and kept hearing stuff and we're thinking we're getting all this stuff. It was bats mating.
Oh, I bet that sounded amazing.
No, we finally figured it out, but I was like, We spent forever, and it was freaking bats having sex. It was great.
At least it wasn't Sasquatch.
For Patreon.
So, yeah, so some, times just hanging out in this hallway is another thing, or the dressing rooms.
I do feel a tingly sensation on my arm. Look, I'm getting goosebumps. Kind of. It feels like, here I will say, I feel like somebody is grabbing my arms, like you're not supposed to be here, or almost like security wants to bring me out for some reason. I do know that. In this room, I think this is it Johanna's room? So in here they leave offerings and stuff. This is the room that I would like to do my alone challenge in personally. But yeah, they leave offerings and everything here for the ladies where they used to get ready. A little dizzier right here. And a lot of it I think is from the spirit communication, to be 100% honest. One of the things that I'm picking up here is it's very heavy right here on my chest. It feels like the weight of the world almost in the pressure, but it radiates through my body. And honestly, I pick up a lot of this stuff came here after investigations. So once this place became a hotspot for investigations, and it's cool in this basement too, but it's like almost a heat wave right here. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Watch your step, dude. The basement is not super huge, but there's some more rooms in here where they got ready. Some of them we can go in, some of them we can't. Sitting over here, the most energy flow, but it's like gut wrenching pain almost. It's like they don't want me to get a lot of information here, to be honest. One thing that I have seen is shadow figures in my mind's eye already, as they say it, no cap, okay? Okay, this is where the ladies got dressed, and I just want to run a quick seer session. To be completely honest, I saw what was down here, and it is malevolent, and it is dark, and I was going to do this alone, but for my safety, I don't feel comfortable. I know when to stop pushing. But there's 2 more locations that we have to do, and we have 30 minutes left. So, is there anything that you would like to show us? Anything at all? I'm getting pressure in the side of my head. I'm not picking up a whole lot from this room, to be honest.
Me either. I wasn't at all. I was down here by myself and not a thing. About time.
Here's one. There's your walls bleeding. You asked for it.
To make the walls bleed real quick, I will be down for that.
Just
for real. Like, seriously. You are trolling me. Nice.
Yeah, so V was being a little obnoxious and asked for the walls to bleed. And they showed him that.
I can't get it to focus in. We'll have to pop a video up of it.
That's okay. Thank you. Bleeding walls. Oh.
But over the last couple of years, something more has been added. Just ask Carl Lawson, the caretaker. More than once, he's been in the basement and seen things he's never seen before.
There was 2 men that was hanging here, just like there was gallows.
Walk along the banks of the Licking River behind the bar, and Doug Hensley will tell you a history of the occult, which he's written about in his book, Terror at Music World.
I learned that satanic worshipers still today worship the devil along the Licking River because it flows north.
Around this area here?
Right here behind Bobby Mackey's nightclub.
How long has this been going on?
Since the early 1800s.
Are they here right now?
Yes, they are.
Are they watching us?
Yes, they are.
Are they listening to us?
They're listening to every word I'm saying there.
The bottom line is the psychics and the people who have been dealing with these spirits or ghosts or demons or whatever they are all agree they're not going to go away, and no one knows where they'll show up next.
So this concrete block structure, that was Carl's workshop. Not much happened in there. This is leftover from the Bluegrass Inn, which was the first building after the distillery. You can see the well through the window.
Now, as I walk back here, it's happening again. Here it is.
So this is the well room. This is the also scary well. And then the stairs right there. So some people say this is the gateway to hell, and those are the stairs to nowhere. The stairs had a purpose, I can tell you later. Also, Carl did not open up this whole floor. It's just been over the years, people climbing in there. I strongly, strongly, strongly suggest that you do not climb over the fence, because just in the last 3 to 6 months, we've noticed like this crack in this last section, as well as the board sticking up. So I don't want you to be on this last section when it falls through.
Yes, ma'am.
So please don't climb over the fence. You can get close to this. And back there is what we call the jail cell, but because it used to have a door and a locking mechanism on it. But this, like I said, was left over from the Bluegrass Inn, which was kind of a boarding house. So maybe that was dry or cool storage or something. We're not really sure, but we call it the jail cell now. I know a lot of investigators like to do stuff in here. I mean, it's up to you guys.
Yes,
I just suggest, I used to be a chemist, so like I like to control as many variables as possible.
Yeah.
And in this room, you can get breezes from natural breezes coming through from outside. You can get the lights from outside, and you could hear people as well. So I like the room of faces because it's a concrete room. There's one entrance. You're not going to get any of that. You can still hear cars go by, but it's muffled. But people like to do stuff in here.
It's a little dizzy in here, but it ain't nothing like those spots, in my opinion.
And
wow.
We'll talk about the well later, but it's not really a well. But
I thought I brushed my elbow up, so I like reached over to like go, and it was further. It took me a lot further to get to this than what I was touched at with. I can't even talk right now. That's wow. That was cool. That was just surprising.
So that's pretty much it in here.
So I got one question.
Yeah.
The lady who was, I understand if you don't feel comfortable talking about this, but this just came to my head. The lady that was beheaded when she was pregnant, they were claimed on the video I watched that they had tossed her head down the well.
It's not
Did
true.
that happen? Yeah, it was not true.
No.
Okay.
You're talking about Pearl. And Pearl Ryan, the whole, what happened to her is real, and that's a true story. But there's absolutely no connection to Bobby Mackey's.
Right, she's down
or
the
this
road.
building. It's like a couple miles south of here over the ridge in Fort Thomas.
Yeah.
So to me, if she's going to haunt anywhere, it's going to be the Lock Farm where they found her. She was beheaded.
Yeah.
Bobby always says, well, maybe she came here for the music.
Yeah.
Or she needed some ghost friends. Who knows? But there's no connection other than they may have went past here on their way out there.
Man.
So,
and I didn't know that, but Spirit said no, too. So he's like, no.
Yeah. And, I mean, the Mackeys will continue to say that Pearl is connected to here with her.
Well, I will say this. When I tapped in the mirrors, when you walk through, I saw a lady, and I didn't look at anything prior to channeling when we did it for my podcast. But when I walk through, there is a lady, and she's like greenish gray. And when I looked up Pearl, she looks like Pearl. So there's something here pretending to be Pearl, in my personal opinion. I will tell you all that. That's my opinion. I don't know.
And there could be, those that are from around the same time period. But when Pearl was killed, this was a distillery.
Gotcha.
So there was no way for them to have gotten in.
And this was a slaughterhouse at some point, was it? Everybody says a slaughterhouse.
Not on this exact location. There was a slaughterhouse farther south on the property, possibly another one even farther south. We have a fire map of the distillery that shows the slaughterhouse, and then a town map that shows, so we know if there was one, possibly two, but it was farther down.
Gotcha. Okay, good to know. Hold on, I got my light.
And I'll turn the light on over here.
This is creepy.
So I guess we'll go ahead and just walk straight through. In this room right here, this is what is considered the portal to hell. So I know in one of the YouTube videos that I did peek on, the chair right here did move. There are people right above us if you guys hear anything. Instant goosebumps, right? Okay. The first time that I come in here, it's not as thick as you would think in this room. I hear like you would get movement in here. There might be things that you would pick up if you were to come here. But yeah, it doesn't feel extremely bad here. It's a little dizzying as I stand here, but not quite portal energy. Portal energy. It's definitely not as portal-y as people think.
Yeah, it definitely feels more like a myth.
Yeah.
The portal to hell, I mean.
I heard just wait.
Yeah.
Ah, these are the steps. These are where the steps used to be, so the steps to nowhere. Actually, Riley said he had a vision of somebody under these steps. This room in here, they say it is the old jail, but it's just a locked door. Almost like they kept valuables here. Looking in, it's a very small room, but this, I just saw this chair get tilted over somehow. So I'm gonna put this here and we'll see what happens when we come back. It's not on each side. I even put it a little bit on the edge. So we'll see if this chair moves when we come back. Overall, I feel just a lot of residual energy down here. There is just like almost a goosebump feeling. It is a little chilly, but I'm a hot-natured person. So we're gonna walk. It's not as bad to breathe down here though. The energy isn't super bad. For me, the energy upstairs is really thick, but I hear everybody has a different opinion. And I think maybe like, it can depend on what they fear almost. It feels like pressure on my back too. I'm ready to kick it myself to White Castle.
Hell yeah. Let's go to White Castle.
Thank you for your time. I know you probably don't want us in here anymore. With all respect. We are now at the infamous portal to hell. We just did the Estes session. We're finishing the night off here. I do have 2 cat balls. I'm going to place one right here. Well, one right here, if it'll stay. And how about one closer? Okay. So I'm going to run the Sierra app again here, as we are running out of time. You know, last one was pretty intense. We have the stairs to nowhere right there, and I feel like somebody's looking at me. You're not going to probably see it on camera.
Let's see it on camera.
Let's turn on this one. I really don't get a whole lot from this room.
No.
I think it's the skittery things that are moving in the dark. So like if you turn off all the lights, they come closer. They come way in on you. And I think they're about done with us, to be honest. I set that chair up over there. If you want to turn around and look. I set that chair up over there, and it has not moved. So we did set that up as an experiment, and I kind of put it on the end. Does anybody have any last words?
Blue.
Blue. I'm sorry you're sad. Just remember, you're not stuck here. You are all is forgiven. If there's any human soul still left here, all is forgiven. All you have to do is go. You do not have to stay here no matter what you did. It'll all work out on the other side. And I feel like I need to say that. Because it does make me sad.
Camera's going funky and wavy.
Yeah, I bet. You don't have to stay. Much love. I'm going to make one last round and see if there's anything left in here. That where it's hurting for you? Yeah, because they don't want to snare anymore. So both of you, is it same side too?
Or the right top a little bit?
Okay. Yeah. So we walked back in this room just to make sure, because we're getting ready to wrap it up. Her head started hurting. My head started hurting. There's, and your...
Mine started feeling something a little bit too.
Yeah. So
and I'm good to go.
Yeah, and we're going to get out of here tonight. This is a wrap for Bobby Mackey's. There's a lot of things that like to come out in the dark here. So I would say if you're somebody that's going to come here, be aware that being in the dark alone here does attract things very, very deeply. Thank you. Well, you showed us. It's time for us to go. We're going back upstairs now. You are not allowed to follow us home.
Nope. You stay here.
Thank you for communicating, but you stay where you are. And
That's my laser thing.
go to the light, but not with us.
Just randomly on the ground. Hey, what is, never mind. My laser cap fell off in the ground somehow down here.
Might be the first one to ever do it. Thank you so much. Yeah.
This is strange.
Probably was strange. I just threw in light. I don't think people know how to do that. Wow, guys, what an investigation. Bobby Mackey's did not disappoint. I want to give a big shout out to Down South Supernatural for coming along, hanging out, and Brittany and Ethan for coming on their very first investigation with us. We couldn't have asked for a better night. We got so much evidence, so much activity. This place is very active, no matter what anybody has ever said. The stories you heard, we got truth tonight about some of them to clear up the rumors. The basement is very dark and malevolent. What I saw in the basement, in that doorway, were people that were not people. They were losing their hair. They had white pale skin. They almost even lost their gender. And then something was controlling them, like a big dark mass shadow. It was completely insane. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We definitely have more investigations to come. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. And I really did try to cross over anybody that wanted to go, since this place is being torn down. There's definitely both positive and negative spirits here. And most of all, I want to say rest in peace, Carl Lawson. This will not be an investigation that I'll ever forget. It was a privilege to go before they tore this building down. Thank you to all who made it possible.